There is a medium. No, what did I say? A psychic? Yeah.
There was a little psychic.
A little psychic that robbed a liquor store. And she got caught. And the headline in the newspaper the next day read, small, medium, and large. That's it.
That's it. Welcome to High Fidelity Kitchen as we start with a completely inappropriate, tasteless joke, much like this show. To be fair, neither one of us are trained to be in a kitchen, but we'll just let that slide. We're drinking wine this time around.
There's a dog tongue print.
Yeah, Duke
Your dog decided to have a taste of my wine. That's okay. He's kissed me before. Open mouth, unfortunately.
It was a day brighter for him, I'm sure. I had a dog that would drink my beer. If I set it down on the wrong spot, I would I have like a nice ale working, and maybe a shot of whiskey, and this son bitch would stick his head down in there, and he
really would, just go for it.
I would go for a leak and come back, and I'm like, dude, I just poured this, and he would have a little snort of whiskey. Don't let your dogs drink alcohol because they turn into bastards, but
especially if they keep it up a bit,
And the female dogs are complete bitches. I had to stretch for that. Had to stretch for that punch. It's little
small,
humor.
Medium, and large.
They're gonna kick us off of YouTube. You know that.
One can only hope.
What? I've already heard from some folks. I got some messages from some people that said, you guys are a disgrace to the food industry or the cooking industry or something. I'm like, dude, we always have the disclaimer. We're not professionals. We're just here to cook food. Because I like to eat.
People gotta eat,
and you might as well have a little fun doing it. It doesn't require like a license unless you're serving the public. If you got friends coming over, there's something really nice.
Or if you're serving pufferfish.
Well, yes.
Then you gotta have fugu. Yeah. You gotta have a license for that.
Well, sure.
Fugu. Fugu me.
Fugu. Fugu too. Electric Boogaloo. But no, there's something to be said about cooking for other people. It's like we have parties here, and I get a charge out of just staying here in the kitchen.
Yeah,
and doing
kind of manning the
If
this is the captain's quarters. This is where the steering wheel is.
Oh, yeah.
Ship's wheel is in the kitchen.
Well, at this place it is.
Yeah, no, I know. I've been here for a party or two,
and this is where it all happens.
This
is where you do your thing.
It's where I usually am hanging out with you, and we're standing in here drinking while everybody else
drinking and making sure
milling around
burning anything in here or there or the other. To make I've got the oven preheating because we're going to get into the oven. We're not going to get into the oven. We're going to put something in. It's a little snug. I don't know that we'll all fit in there, but we'll do our best. Maybe a small
Hansel and Gretel, small medium.
You got to braise them just right because they get a little stringy.
You're making me wheeze.
It's the COVID. I can feel it coursing through my veins. That's not. I shouldn't make a joke about that. That's a pretty serious thing that's going on.
No, it is.
It's at the time we're taping this. There's a lot going on. So
there's an awful lot. Yeah, actually, it'll be weird to go back and see.
It's like, wow, we went through this.
I'm just hoping that there's not somebody watching this after I've died of the COVID.
Oh, well, yeah, because
that would suck.
And don't think for a second I'm not going to air it because that's sweet YouTube. Those views are going to go way up.
I see that portion of it to go to my son. That's it.
Oh, we'll make that happen. Yeah, we'll get the paperwork.
A trust fund.
We should probably consider that.
That should be.
The other show that I do, Drinking with Dead People. Go figure. There's alcohol involved in that too. I did an episode.
That seems to be kind of a running theme with us,
except for the morning show at radio-memphis.com. Weekdays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central Time. Go ahead. Had to work the plug in.
A good plug.
Oh, yeah.
But no, you're right. You're right. The morning show. So we need to find a way to work it into the morning show.
Well, we did. Our friend BJ Banks was celebrating his birthday
right.
His
birthday, he showed up with...
like Bailey's or something?
Bailey's.
Some whiskey.
And we were putting it in our coffee and enjoying that.
Well, that's just smuggle drinking.
And I think that's what we should continue doing on the show.
That's not a bad idea because sometimes we go through some.
Bring a Bailey's and leave it in the fridge by Craft Services.
Yeah, Craft Services. This time out, we've
got no more brown M&Ms. Damn it!
You know why they put that in there, don't you?
What?
Well, it was green M&Ms. You know the story behind the green M&Ms? Van Halen put it in their rider, in their contract rider.
Oh yeah, no.
And they did that so they knew that the stage
That they
plotters
read the rider.
Yeah.
When they got, and in fact, I've seen, I don't know, maybe it was David Lee Roth explaining that, and he said that has been so blown out. He goes, did he get pissed off? Did he trash a dressing room? Yes, but it wasn't because there were brown M&Ms.
It's because they screwed up the stage
They
plot.
didn't read the rider, and that was our test to see if they read the rider.
It's brilliant.
And I think and they obviously didn't, and they actually wound up f***ing something up that had to be reset before the show.
What would our rider have in it? Not that we need much.
Hookers and alcohol.
On that, we're making quiche.
Wait, what?
Quiche?
Quiche.
Quiche.
Quiche sounds a little like
Why? For years I've been mispronouncing it. Who knew? I would.
something else that I was...
Quiche.
Oh, good God.
It's the old
know if I can do this.
French American favorite. It's there's a very amusing scene in one of the worst James Bond films ever made. View to a Kill. It was Roger Moore's last one,
Yeah.
and it also had
And I gotta say, the Duran Duran theme song kind of sucked, too.
the whole thing kind of blows. And it's Christopher Walken is the villain, which is
I love Christopher
I know, but you
Walken,
can't
though.
hear. You go,
But-
this is kind of weird. You know?
Yeah. You hear him.
You can
being
hear him doing this.
villainous? No.
And Grace Jones is in
Oh, that's right.
this. Well, all right. There's a scene in the film where Bond is working with this blonde girl, of course, and
Yeah, wow.
yeah, and I can't think of her name off the top of my head. Somebody will put it in the comments and say you're a dumbass and I don't remember it. But anyway, he saves her life. He winds up at her home, and she doesn't have anything in the house, and she's hungry. And 007 says, "What have you got in the house?" And she goes, "I have a few eggs. I have some vegetables." And he goes, "Not a problem. I'll take care of it." And he whips up a quiche. That was probably quiche later. So he whips out a quiche, and he brings this glorious thing to the table. It was all about the presentation. And she goes, "I've never had one of these. What is it?" And he says, "It's an omelet." Which is kind of what
Well,
a
I mean,
quiche
it is really when you think about it.
It's baked,
especially if you do
much like us.
quiche Lorraine.
Yes,
It's really kind of a ham and cheese omelet when you think about it,
sure.
with the toast being the crust.
Well,
you
yes,
know?
yes, exactly.
And who doesn't like a good quiche though?
Quiche is cool because it's simple. It's hearty enough that you don't feel like you're. If you've eaten like half of one, you don't feel like you're just bloated.
I guess it depends on what you put in it.
It does. It depends a lot, and it's a blank palette. You can put whatever.
Well,
you
and
want
that's
on the
true.
thing.
That's I mean, when I was growing up, and Mom used to make quiche at home.
Right.
I really was not much of a fan of like spinach quiche, quiche Florentine.
With the sun dried tomatoes.
And
in
yeah,
there.
and
I'm
she
not a
did
big
all
fan
kind
that
of.
either.
She would do one of those
Yeah.
for my dad
Yeah.
and her, and then she'd do a small quiche Lorraine for me.
Oh yeah.
And so that was how I cut my teeth on quiche, was just ham and cheese.
Well, you can, like I said, you can do anything you want to with it. We're going to make one for the immigrant who'll be home after a while. She loves it. Every time I tell her, say, "Hey, I feel like making quiche," she gets really excited about it.
Yeah,
because she
yeah.
looks forward to having it. It's like I said, it's light enough. Typically, you'd have it with maybe like a side salad with a
Yeah,
vinaigrette.
yeah.
Not going to do that this time because there's going to be a lot in this.
Yeah.
Most quiches, like the, I guess it's an 8-inch skillet that we're going to use. We'll call for like 3 eggs. I'm using 5. I mean, you're going to go big.
Well, yeah,
And
I
the
guess
flavor
so.
of eggs is really. It's,
Well, it is. No,
you
it'll
know.
be good. That's going to be a lot of egg.
We're gonna add a little milk to it to fluff it up.
Yeah,
Some. There'll be,
yeah.
now I know you're not a fan of mushrooms, but we're not gonna put that many in there. Mushrooms, onion, garlic. I just thought of in the chill box over here. I have these beautiful small little red and orange sweet pepper.
Ooh.
They're really nice. And
That sounds good.
And she loves them. I'm a big fan.
So they're not too hot for her.
They're not even hot at all.
Oh, okay.
They're sweet, almost like not saccharine sweet, but they're just herbal sweet. There's a
Right,
real nice
right,
flavor to them.
yeah.
We'll put a couple of those in there. We're going to put a little mozzarella in it, a lot of dairy in this
Oh,
one.
God,
And then we're going to
yes.
top the whole thing with super extra sharp cheddar cheese that we're going to grate up. And a little basil in there. We're going to throw it in the oven for a while. And I have never, of all the years I've been making this dish, I've never known
Sounds really good.
how long it stays in the oven. I don't use a timer. I know a lot of people.
Well,
go-
so what do you kind of go by?
You wing it.
Smell and look, and
If I start smelling it a little bit, I go, okay, all right, those are the herbs I get the aromatics in the herbs.
Yeah.
And I'll crack it open and look at it, especially if it's a cheese top. There's a certain color and a consistency.
Right.
And every oven is different, so that's why it's kind of hard to do that. But if I see it going, oh, okay, there's that micro thin layer of almost burnt cheese. It's not black, but it's
just kind of a
brownish.
golden brown, yeah.
And it's got you can thump it.
And okay, I know what
You know
you're
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
once it cools, it becomes brittle, but it's
Yeah.
really gooey down in this.
It's like the top of a chicken pot pie.
Yes, it's the same idea.
In a way.
It's the same idea.
Now, you were talking about all ovens are the same. Now we're
They're not the
we're
same,
playing with gas here. We're
You
cooking,
bet you
we're
we
cooking
are.
with gas.
Cooking with
baby.
gas, baby.
So,
Give me a little while, I may be cooking with a little bit more gas.
well,
but
yeah. It depends on how much
Unlike
more wine
you were
we-
this morning, but
hey, we
yeah,
won't
I'll
talk
hear.
about that.
yeah.
It was a rough morning. It was a rough night, obviously.
Well, clearly, but that happened. This not so much. But you were saying about ovens not being the same. They're not.
So yeah, personally, I like cooking with gas over electric.
Oh yeah.
I grew up on electric, and the first time I cooked with gas, I realized how much more control you really have over your cooking
Absolutely.
with gas.
Especially in timing.
And yeah,
Timing.
Timing.
Well, yeah,
So-
especially because when you fire up like on a stove, the second you kick it on high, it's on high.
It's on high, whereas
You
an
kill-
electric, and you kill it.
It's
It's
if you got a
the
boil
only
going,
heat you're getting is the radiant heat from the grating, which is not going to last that long.
No, and it's cast
'Cause
iron.
they're not-
and it's,
right,
exactly. And I've got a diffuser that'll slow things down. We used it in another
Right.
episode, but they do make. I think it's Calphalon that makes
Oh yeah.
an electric burner that acts like a gas burner.
Well, Calphalon's really good stuff. I've got some Calphalon skillets,
But it's expensive.
Yeah.
Whereas this
I
is
know.
just a knockoff GE.
right.
So anyway, we're gonna do a quiche, and that leads us into today's high food.
Hi, food.
This is something that would take a little bit of planning ahead if you're about to imbibe in the
Herbs.
yes.
Yes.
It's nothing more than a simple flour tortilla with a little ham, a little Swiss cheese. Oh, and I forgot to say the star of that show is the cream cheese I spread on the bottom of it.
right.
And I made a little bit of pico de gallo, which you know all about. It's just tomato, onion, and jalapeno
Oh yeah.
with a squeeze of lime.
Right.
And these can go pretty well in there. Be mindful of the toothpicks, but
Yeah. Don't eat the toothpicks, I guess.
yeah.
So this is our high food. This is our munchy food.
Yeah, pull the pick and then here.
Pull the pick.
Pull the pick and then duck, and then if you want.
So it's not going to explode when I pull
no.
this out, is it?
No. Yeah, you can
Get a little.
get a little of that in
a
there.
little of that.
Just
just
you
put
can
it right there
you can
on
just
top
cram it
there.
down in there. You
I'm
can
just
do
going
it.
to try it this way.
Yeah, see what you think of that. And it's like a sandwich, but it's rolled up. Now, I took one big tortilla and made it. Now, I was sitting there looking at it before I cut it going, if Subway sold this.
Man,
The cream
Okay.
cheese.
the cream cheese is just good.
Anyway.
I could almost eat that by the spoon.
And you got to be careful because, that'll back a brother up.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, like, constipation, children, you don't want it. You'd be sitting on the throne looking for a plumber's helper.
oh man, that's good.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we got a little snack to work.
It's really a good, easy, munchy snack.
Yeah, plan ahead before you fire up the old pipe. Did I say that out loud?
You did.
Plan ahead before you blow up a balloon.
Suck on the helium.
Fix a carburetor.
Yeah, any of the above.
But you can have a little fun, little pinwheel, and it's a great little party. That's the oven; it's preheated.
Well,
and it's also telling me so we should probably move ahead. So we gotta whip up a quiche.
All right, let's whip up a quiche.
We're gonna do that right now. All right, you're gonna work some garlic here. We've done this before. We'll be brief here. He's got a half a head of garlic. Write that down. Take notes. It'll be a test at the end or something. And then we're gonna cut up an onion with all that. Look at you go!
Hey, baby.
Yeah. Creepy. Yeah. There we go. All right, this pile of goodness here.
Anyway, so yeah,
right there. That's the aromatics. That's a whole head.
Watch it.
That's one white onion, which is a little stronger than a yellow.
Oh my God! My ears. What?
Yeah, whatever. There's about half a head of garlic in there, and then there's two of these kind of these neat little Maribel sweet peppers.
Right now, nice and cut up and mixed up.
It's time to build the thing. So what I got here is I have a greased
pig,
because you can't have a quiche without something greased.
Oh, dude.
We got here one of them pre-made pie crusts.
All right.
So what we need to do is we need to kind of lay it in there. So my advice to you on this is to kind of unroll the whole thing and kind of eyeball it, and then kind of get close to the center.
Hey, dude, that's pretty damn good. At least I think.
Gently, because if you tear,
it'll tear.
And I've made holes in there, and then you just deal with it. But and then come up over the edge.
Well, let's get it around the sides there first.
All right. Now, what this is, that is seaweed from the Sea of Japan. Now, people are going to go, what? What are you talking about? That stuff is dirt cheap. That's like $1.50 for package, and that package will last you forever. But it's dried out. The white streaks that are in there is
sea salt.
Sea salt, yeah. So take the scissors, and as you cut, just cut it and drop it into the bowl here.
Now, do we want strips or just little pieces?
Whatever you want to do.
Okay, I'm going to do little pieces.
You can go a little bit bigger. Okay. Yeah, you make long strips and stuff. Because what you got here is what...
This will be fun.
What actually ultimately turns into something with the consistency of like a can of spinach. So what we got going on so far here as we cruise through this, so we got the aromatics all set up. We got some mushrooms that are ready to go in. Now we got to get the stars of the show in here, and that would be eggs.
Eggs.
Now in a skillet this size, typically you would use like 3.
Right.
I'm going 5. What side of the bowl doesn't matter. You're not preserving the yolk, so scramble the hell out.
Oh, you're right. It doesn't really matter. Well, that's
just throw it in. All right, get working. Now, while you're busting all that up, I'm going to come over to the fridge. Any old chill chest and what we got in here. There we got a little bit of milk. Yeah, about that much. Now, don't get them where they're like you're making meringue.
Right.
You just want to mix it a little.
Let me get it mixed pretty well. All right.
Because we're gonna let that rest.
Just put them in there.
Yeah, put them in there. You want to layer them a little bit. Kind of like the way you would make it like a pizza, maybe. If it's this at this point is all pure creative. There's no right. There's no wrong.
Right.
So you put what you want in there. You can save some for a little bit later. You can put them all in.
God, that smells so good.
Oh yeah, wait till it cooks. I don't know. Layer it the way you want to, or cook it, or throw them in there just random. All right, go ahead and throw that in there. Go ahead. Let's
just toss it in.
Yeah, toss it in, and then we're gonna add our greenage to the top of that. There you go. Nice even.
Okay, what do I do with the seaweed?
Reach down there, grab some, and as you come up out of the water, squeeze it. Just like you want to run the water out. You don't want too much water in here because when it comes out of the oven, it has to rest for a moment.
Oh, it feels weird. Oh, it's slimy.
Oh, but you could eat it right now and you would love it.
Oh, right. Wow.
Right. You don't have
oh my God.
You don't have to get it dry. All right, just kind of even some around the whole thing. Trust me, you're going to love it.
All right, dude. I trust you.
What is this seaweed? This is
kelp.
Weird. This could be sustainable food for us after the big rock hits.
Well, that's true. That may be an option.
Introduce it into the skillet. And,
all right.
The trick to it, it's liquid enough that's going to flow between everything.
Oh, yeah, man.
But kind of evenly pour. Don't pour it down one side. Just kind of, work it around and, there you go.
There you go. Right around the sides and everything because, oh, that's going to be lovely. Look at there. Right.
Now,
We got some extra sharp cheddar cheese because, hey, why have one type of cheese when you can have both? There's no other cheese in the world.
one type of cheese. When you gonna have both?
So yeah, great. That we're gonna top it off of that. And we're gonna tap it with a little bit of basil. It goes into the oven for probably about 40-45 minutes or so, and then we're gonna eat like it is. Go nuts. We'll make it kind of easy.
Go nuts, but be even with it.
As it cooks, as it bakes, it will rise a hair, but it won't overcook the hair. So yeah, so let's not get it done with it.
Oh yeah, I'll move it around
Cover it
there.
up.
Oh my God, this is gonna be so cheesy and quiche.
Some dry basil leaves. You know, just a light dusting. Don't overdose it. There you go.
Oh, maybe we did need flour.
Bench scrapers. It's the Travis Kelly. We're just idiots. There you go. All right. That blade, that one. No, come down. That one. Pull it. There you go. There you go. Now you can cut and be creative. You can do a leaf. You can do a thing. You pull it up. You go pull it aside. Yeah. Oh, look at you go! Look, he's a sculptor. You've got to be kidding me.
Doing a fancy design.
I like the quiche. Oh! Are you gonna hood it? You're gonna put a hood on it? You filthy bastard! Now move the. You dirty bastard!
Well, I'm not done. Yes, I am.
Well, no, you're not. No, it's missing. It's missing the curtains, the side curtains, the
Oh my God.
It's the filthiest quiche on YouTube. Ah, yes, you gotta have part of it sticking up. Oh, yes. All right, now pick up the chide out, and then scrape it up, and then gently lay it into that thing here. That's all right. You'll get there.
No!
Oh, there you go. You can
It's
readjust
okay.
it when you
That
come.
happens anyway.
No, it's pie.
All right.
All right, grab it by the handle. That's brilliant. Don't burn yourself. Slide it on in there. Let go of it before you burn yourself, guys. All right, here's the payoff, kids.
All right.
Crack her open.
Hey, we're gonna grab the handle of a big old hot skillet.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. The cheese is beautiful.
It's like there's a black hole in the middle of this. I'm not quite sure how to deal with this.
Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Look at that, man. And the basil baked right into that cheese.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. So it's gonna be delicious.
my Lord.
Take a just a regular butter knife and just
Go around the edge.
just to make sure it should be fine. You know, it's just slide it around. Oh, look at that! Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. You want me to hold that? You got it?
Yeah, I got it. No, I got it.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Make that cut. I mean, you. Now here's the problem. That lovely decoration in the middle is just gonna be. Oh my God! I'm gonna scream.
Oh man. Oh, look how that baked up, man. Beautimous.
You can cut like all the way through. You can cut
I
half.
I think I got it through.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. This is going to be interesting.
Should be. It might be messy. It might. Oh, look at that. Oh.
Oh my
Look
Lord,
at that. Look
that.
Look what you pulled off over there.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
The seaweed, the spinach thing happening. Oh,
It smells
Lord.
really, really good, man.
Oh, and it's rather rich. So
Oh, look at that. Yeah. All
it's
right.
beautiful. We're gonna head over
Take
and go
this
have
to
a
the
bite.
table. Yeah, man.